Hey everybody, inside the red and welcome back to Shining Song Starnova. Right then, last we left off, well, it looks like the show was a success, but unfortunately, something is wrong with Aki. And of course it is. And ellipses. Oh, fuck off with the goddamn. Peace returned to the Imperial Gardens with the departure of the thousands of men who had gathered at Budokan to cheer on the girls of Starnova. I walked out of the building with the heroine of the show just as amazed as everyone else at her performance. Also, I'm going to go ahead and apologize if I'm extra out of it and, putting on as poor a performance as even poorer of a performance than I usually do. It's really fucking late. It's really early in the morning, actually. I should be sleeping, get ready for work, but fuck, I need to go ahead and try and bash out a couple of recordings so I can have them ready to go. Because honestly, editing and rendering them out doesn't take nearly as long as recording them does. Well, that actually depends. that depends, actually. Oh god. Anyway, yeah, so coffee is helping, but I'm just kind of, I was almost like at a point where I was about to just clock out earlier, but I got a random boost of energy out of nowhere. But now I'm starting to like come back down. Man, in all my life watching idols, I've never seen a performance like that. You were really great out there tonight. And I'm not just saying that because I'm the producer. Here, check out your rave reviews on Chirper. I took the rare liberty of allowing a talent to see unfiltered social media content. The public response from the net was literally so strong that I felt confident enough to show Aki everything in real time. Well, I was just doing what needed to be done as Starnova Center. Still, we've got a long way to go, you know? That level of performance should be the norm for all our lives. It is only impressive because all of our past appearances have been mediocre at best. You know, you're being too modest. Come on, get your shit lolly act together. Get. Watching you tonight really lit a fire in my heart, though. I feel like we can really do it. We can take the #1 place at the Grand Prix this year. We can go all the way. I don't actually. That was a reference I was gonna make. I don't know what the reference. It slipped out of my brain. It went away. Bye bye. So long. See ya. Something about going the distance. But I don't remember what the fuck it was from or how it went to make it more appropriate. You know what? Just click. I'm going to do everything I can to get Soma Music and Shining Productions to throw their resources into making you into the next big thing. Considering your best talents are still ahead of you, best years are still ahead of you, and just how much the fans love you right now, it's only natural that you should have all the best people in the world backing you up. Ah man, I'm pretty excited for this. Meanwhile, she's hurting inside, literally, not figuratively, hurting. Ow, doctor. I'm glad to hear you like my performance. You know what would really make me happy, Aki? Admit that you probably need to see a medical professional before this gets worse. Whatever it is. Please. Of course it did. The way your red twin tails twirled around as you spun was really great. Like a tiny little helicopter. So that was your fetish all along, producer? I should have known. What, twin tails? Well, pointing out where your appeal points are is part of my job. Okay, is that supposed to be more like, well, kind of thing? Like, pointing out where your appeal points is just part of my job, too. Phew. Well, enough of me, enough of me for tonight. Oh, okay. You must be exhausted. The other girls have already left for the night. Get a good night's rest. You'll need it for everything that's about to happen from now. Yeah, you can count on me. With that, Aki walked to her mom. Yeah, you're welcome, I guess. I'll drive Aki home. Of course. Have a good night, Yumiko-san. Of course. Have a good night as well. With that, Yumiko ushered Aki into the front seat of her car. The two of them left for the night. I better get back home too. Ellipses. Meanwhile, Aki exhaled as she finally walked through the doorway of her apartment. Oh boy. Just as the door closed behind her, her knees finally gave out. She tumbled flat on the ground, her consciousness rapidly fading.
Aki.
Uh-oh. Oh, the pain. Oh, no. The adrenaline rush of the life now gone, her entire body felt like it was sinking in magma. In truth, she'd been hiding the full extent of her illness from everyone. Sweat poured down her face as her insides squirmed. Oh, no. Okay, no, stop, no. She could only moan pathetically in agony, just moments from losing all bowel control. No matter how hard she willed it, her body didn't respond to her commands. Her head spun and the corners of her vision gradually turned black as drool leaked from her mouth. What was wrong with her? Was this it? Was this how she's going to die? She distantly saw her mom shouting at her. Her mom raised her up and poured a cup of cold water down her throat. Yeah, that's... Aki coughed up water intermixed with vomit. She vaguely felt her mother carry her into the bathroom while rubbing her back. Ambulance! Call for... Please, just get her to a fucking doctor, damn it. She had no idea how much time had passed in the bathroom, but gradually her body relaxed and her consciousness returned. She felt her mother's touch on her back for what must have been over an hour. Somehow that made her pain subside. It can provide a little emotional, psychological relief, sure, and that can have some effect, but... Her mom sat down beside her on the sofa with a tray bearing a cup of water and some aspirin. There should be a 4 between the better and now. Better for now, not better. Doctor! Aki did as she was told, swallowing the medicine. Her mother put a thermometer in Aki's armpit. Tell her what?
痛みは普通なのよ。本当に頑張って何かをやろうとするとき、体が痛むのは自然なことだから。
No. There's a difference between physical exertion to the point of, of practically injury or worse, or just, exhausting yourself. And this is this is not. Okay? Oh my god. Oh my god, take her to a doctor. Oh my god, take her to a doctor. I don't know if this is trying to be some more one of those guilt trip things. I gave birth to you and it was very painful. Remember that. I gave birth to you. I went through, I carried you and then went through the drama of childbirth to bring you into this world. Please tell me that's not where you're going with this. No, okay, there are times, yes, when it may be very stressful, where there may be, extreme pressure physically or, emotionally or whatever, in the course of accomplishing something if you really want to do well at it. But there's a point, there's a line that you probably shouldn't cross because it'll just make things worse, and then you'll probably screw yourself over and either hurt your chances of succeeding. And then there's whatever Aki is going through right now, which I'm pretty sure is something that requires medical attention. Doctor! Oh my god, do not go with the guilt trip thing. Do not. Fuck you. Oh my god. You are possibly endangering your own daughter because of your fucking need to live vicariously through her success. Oh my god. Fuck you.
あなたのプロデューサーにバレたらライブに出してもらえなくなるわよ。そんなの嫌でしょ。
No, he'd probably send you to a fucking doctor to make sure you were fit to perform again. Oh, sweet and sour candy Christ. Oh my god, it's like it's a fucking train wreck. This is. Shut the. No, 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 no. You manipulative. But for some reason, he could not smile as the mother embraced her. Oh, I fucking wonder why. Yumiko reached into Aki's shirt and took out her thermometer. She took the thermometer away before Aki could read the temperature. Mm-hmm.
おやすみ、アキ。ママはね、本当に嬉しかったの。またステージにいるあなたを見て。
You know, that little scene with the producer, I kind of, I thought I was kind of feeling some sympathy for you, you know? I felt like maybe you do appreciate your daughter, legitimately, but now I'm questioning that again. Because you're willfully putting her in harm's way. Oh my god. Oh, it's only gonna get worse before it gets better, and it's probably gonna get a lot more worse. A lot more worse. The success of their latest live having vaporized the girls' worries, they sat scattered about in the dance studio, chatting among themselves before the arrival of their drill sergeant Lolly. Yeah, sure is nice win for a change, eh? Natan got a whole lot more followers on Chirper thanks to that live. Maybe she's really upgraded to a city idol now. And yet you still misunderstand things all the time. Not to mention the bit about the alpacas. I haven't forgotten that. And frankly, I'm okay with it. It was weird, but I want more. Now, Maria, that's only because Natan wants to lighten the mood whenever we're all feeling anxious. I'm sure she's just joking around and playing up her character just the rest of us. What a hell. Sasayan, be revealing all our trade secrets here. It's not like I particularly act this way for the sake of increasing my appeal. You I'm not so sure about. Surely the road of the Black Song is long and filled with such travails. You I'm also not too sure about. Perhaps Gunther-kun may convince you all to finally start acting like normal girls. Well, keep it at home or I swear I'll... My, but I would get lonely without his companionship. He's quite a handsome gentleman from Germany after all. So sharp and attentive, he obeys my every command with such precision. I kill people and hide their bodies in the alleys. So your boyfriend is a knife or something? Oh, that brings to mind some unsettling images. Certainly Julie would be no stranger to having relations with inanimate objects. Oh! Damn. But, I mean, come on. First off, so? So what if she uses a dildo or a vibrator sometimes? So what? The fuck? I mean, I like the comeback. But, like, really, who cares? You saying you want to scrap hoe? Don't make me take my earrings off. But catch these hands. Stop. No, you guys ever gonna start getting along like real idol unit? like a real idol. If everything from Quasar, a lot of that is not getting along. Leave them alone, they're just kidding around anyways. I hope. Anyways, Aki-chan's running unusually late, isn't she? Has she texted any of you about running late? Of course she hasn't said a word to me. Besides, doesn't she usually text to most of Mika? What? Really? Why? That would be weird. Really? She even seems just as dubious about it as I am. I thought for sure she texted everyone a lot more than me. Of course not. In fact, the only messages she ever sends me are reminders about extra practice sessions. I should have known that shit Lily had something against me. As a matter of fact, that's mostly what she texts me about too. Any of y'all talk with her? Huh. Now that you mention it, I guess I don't want to talk too much to Aki-chan outside of work. And what about Maria? I talked to her a bit about what happened while I was a member of Quasar. You know, to strategize and plan out our angle of attack. But overall, we keep the business when we talk. The girls all turn their attention to Mika. Okay, what? Well, I talked to her mostly about games and animes. Okay, I understand you broaching that topic of conversation, but my question is, does Aki reciprocate? And sometimes I ask her for advice, you know, when my jobs aren't going so well. I thought it'd be good to get the opinion of someone with more experience. So I started talking to her outside of work, and from there I guess started talking about other things too. Are you serious? All this time you were the only one who knew the most about our drill sergeant Lolly. Eh? I thought you two hated each other or something. Well, spill the beans. Did she say anything interesting about herself? Come to think of it, we still don't know much about Aki outside of work. Just what kind of person is she when she's not around us? She's mostly the same as when she's at work. But could it be that you know something about her? No, aren't we intruding Aki-chan's privacy here? Don't worry, Sasa-chan. It's all for the sake of the unit. The sake of the unit. Yeah, sure. I don't really know much of the details, and I could be totally wrong. But one time she came over to my place and said something about wanting to avoid her mom. Later, I messaged her if she had a bad relationship with her mom, as my own mom and myself often had our disagreements as well. But then she seemed to deny ever claiming to avoid her mom and wrote nothing but praise for her. Something about it seemed really fishy to me. Oi, you suppose her mom's one of those crazy people who reads everything in their kids' cell phones? Maria, we met her ourselves at our Budokan Live, didn't we? She's still a nice person when I saw her. Seemed. That's the operative word there. Seemed. People can put up a front. Coming from the land of Starnova, that's like not reassuring at all. Knowing you can meet Genghis Khan himself and you'd be all, he seems like a really nice old man. Aww. Indeed, keeping your relationship with your mother intact is a precarious thing when you're an idol. Oftentimes, many parents disapprove of their children pursuing such an unstable line of work. I suppose I can't say I'm particularly on good terms with my mom either. Me? My mom stopped taking care of me when I was 14. I was a real stuck-up brat when I was a kid who thought I had the world figured out. Still, I respect the fact that she trusted me enough to let me live my life my way. It was tough, though, since I had to face the music by myself. My choices didn't pan out the way I wanted. Well, I suppose my folks back home didn't really like seeing me leave the farm either. But Natan's gonna show them that they don't need to worry about me. Once I've graduated from being an idol, I'm gonna return to my hometown with a big I'm back and try to help the folks out there with what I've earned from the city. Once I've graduated from being an idol. Like a job class in a video game. And Tom really does love her family, doesn't she? You betcha I do. Out in the countryside, you gotta sit together. What about Sasayan? Of course. I love my family very much. Even though my mom really is too nosy from time to time. Just the kind of plain vanilla response I expected to hear from the Lamb Starnova, eh? Guess not all of us can have dark backstories. Well, little do you know. Oh, you guys better fix up your relationships with your parents soon. Even if they don't seem to support your decision to become an idol, I'm sure it's just because they're worried about you. In the end, you can always depend on your family. Yeah, Pat, you're cute. That's, nice. It's a lovely sentiment, isn't it? Sasayan's exactly right. Really? Well, okay, I guess if anyone was gonna agree with that statement just off the bat, it would be you. Well, getting back to what we were talking about. So, Miki-chan, you think something weird's going on with Naka-chan and her mom? Honestly, I don't want to guess about something so important. Tell the truth, I didn't really get a good impression of her at our live. But how can you say that for certain when you've only seen her for a few seconds? Just the way she came off. People like that are a dime a dozen in this business, you know? She has the look of someone used to manipulating others. I, of all people, know what people like that are like. Can't say I liked how she smelled either. You suppose she was in this for the cash? It's gotta be that. She just wants to see her daughter become a top idol and get rich so she can retire early. Before Sasami could again chastise the girls for speaking of the ill of their center's mother without proof, they heard the door to the dance studio open. Morning. And there's the Red Imp herself. Right. I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.